All my life, I've been a gym rat. You know, like being in the gym has kept me out of trouble. A lot of like not doing the wrong things and all that. So, and coach respects people who are like that. And he knew I was a hard worker coming in, and here I work hard as well. And I'm in the gym all the time, constantly just trying to, you know, perfect things and be the best I could be. So like just him knowing that coach acknowledges that, and knowing that he trusts guys who are constantly in the gym. That's what kind of like, even during the recruiting process, that's what kind of pushed me over the edge to be like, yeah, this is the right place for me.
Tell me about your relationship with Coach Muss now that you've got to know him, you've been here for a while. Just what is it like?
I mean, it's a mutual respect. I mean, Coach is on me heavy. There's not a day that goes by where he's not on me. So it's like, he expects a lot from me, and I'm just taking on the challenge. You know, as a player, you don't like it all the time, you know, because at first you're like, oh, why is he always on me and all that? But you got to understand, like, you know, there's a mission that's involved, and Coach wants to maximize all his players' potential, and then he also knows that, you know, he needs everybody, you know, to be at the end of the season to be, you know, in the Final Four.
If you don't mind telling me, what does he get on you about? What is it about your game? Is it turnovers? Is it taking the wrong shot? Is it all
it's
that?
never. He never says anything to me about shooting the ball. Never. If anything, he tells me to shoot the ball more. But it'll be like, he's definitely on. He's on everybody about turnovers.
Right.
He hates turnovers.
Yeah.
He's definitely on me about my body language. Sometimes, like, he wants me to I gotta over exaggerate. You know, being happy, because I know, like, coming in here, like, I had a bad rep with like my body language. Things weren't going my way. A lot of times I'd be like down, head down, or annoyed or show frustration, and he don't want me to do that. He wants me to constantly be positive, constantly, you know, so that's my hardest thing I'm working on right now, so I think that's what he's on me the most about.
What did you want when you left Butler? What were you looking for? Did you know?
I mean, when I left Butler, it was COVID, so like that's why I went to Temple, because it was closer to home. But when I left Temple, I knew I wanted to be on the big stage. I wanted to be around guys who loved basketball like I love basketball. And I wanted to be around a culture of fans and a coaching staff who put like basketball #1. So that was the biggest thing. I didn't care where it was, you know. Just so happens it led me here to Arkansas, you know. But, you know, I made the right choice.
Temple, is that like Philadelphia?
Yeah, Philadelphia.
So what's the difference between Philadelphia and Fayetteville as KB sees it?
It's like night and day. It's like night and day. It's like, you know, Philadelphia is a tough city, big sports city. You know, they got a lot of professional teams.
And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over. Finally.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
And here is that we are the professional team. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like say there's not really much going on besides, you know, Arkansas sports out here, but it kind of feels like that, at least only because we probably are in the gym all the time, so we probably can't, if something was going on, we probably can't tell anyway. But I mean, in Philadelphia, it was like, you could have practice, but then, you know, like, the Phillies are having a playoff game tonight, the 76ers are playing tonight, or there's a club scene going on, or there's always something going on, there's like a parade or whatever the case may be. So it's a lot of distractions out there, and it's easy to get lost for, you know, a lot of players out there. So, but here it's like you don't do nothing but focus on like your craft and basketball. So.
Tell me more about that. When you get here, what do you begin to learn and understand about the way this organization is run?
I mean, it's perfect for me because all my life I've been a gym rat. You know, like being in the gym has kept me out of trouble. A lot of like not doing the wrong things and all that. So, and coach respects people who are like that. And he knew I was a hard worker coming in, and here I work hard as well. And I'm in the gym all the time, constantly just trying to, you know, perfect things and be the best I could be. So like just him knowing that coach acknowledges that, and knowing that he trusts guys who are constantly in the gym. That's what kind of like, even during the recruiting process, that's what kind of pushed me over the edge to be like, yeah, this is the right place for me.
You got a reputation as a big-time scorer. Did you know that?
People might say that.
Spread into the front court. Hawkins baseline drive, cut off, knocked away, stolen by Pinion. His lead court pass to Blocker picked up. He'll lob it to Battle. Caleb with a dunk, and he draws the foul.
He averaged like 18 a game last year, 27 games at Temple. I think he had 13 games where he scored 20 or more. I mean, stop me if you already know this stuff, but but what about your game? Like, tell me how you play, like how you see it, the way you. How do you become a scorer like yourself?
I mean, I put a lot of work in, and coming from where I come from New Jersey, and it's a lot of like really good guards coming from there, a lot of tough. So I grew up playing in the park, and I was always the youngest, so everybody used to like kind of look down on me a little bit. So for me, it was always, I gotta earn my keep. You know what I'm saying? So I used to always try to kill any competition that like I always been in attack mode. And getting older, like people have more trust in me to be in attack mode. And then scoring is just something that I just naturally do. To be acknowledged for it means a lot. But I still got to improve other parts of my game as well. And that's what, Coach Musk highlights for me a lot. And I don't want to just be like a one-trick pony, you know what I'm saying? So like being a scorer is like, I don't get excited for, things that I should be doing because I feel like I've been doing that my whole life. I think now it's more like, okay, he can score the ball, but can he get his teammates involved? Can he guard the best player? Can he rebound? Can he attribute to, more parts of the game besides scoring? So that's what I look at.
Growing up in Jersey, did you play mostly inside or outside?
Early on, inside high school. Early on outside, and then when I got to high school, inside a lot. But I'll still play outside too when I was in high school.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me being old school, but I feel like if you've played a bunch of basketball outside, it's different.
It is different.
Like you learn, or like there's a toughness or something about that.
Yeah, it's definitely a toughness. Like I mean, how my mind works. Like I look at people. Like I never really like I never give myself the illusion that somebody's really good at basketball, especially if I'm matching up against somebody. I mean, we're just having this talk in the locker room. I was telling the guys, like, no matter, I don't care if they're number one team in the country or whoever they are, like, I wouldn't put an illusion in my mind that I wouldn't give somebody more credit than they deserve. I would say that. Like, I work hard just like they work hard. We work hard just like they work hard. You know what I'm saying? They got lace up they shoes just like we got lace up our shoes. You know what I'm saying? They got to go to practice like we go to practice and go to school like we go to school. So it's like when we play, it ain't no ranking. It's not no name or whoever you are. Like, you got to guard me like I got to guard you. And me, I always feel like I'm better than my opponent. That is how I was raised. That's why I wear number 0. So, I mean.
What's that mean? What's number 0 mean?
That nobody can guard me. So, that's how many people can't guard me.
Away to Devo. Hogs on the move. Davis into the front court. Leaves it for Ellis. He'll drive the paint. Dishes in the corner. The open shooter is Khalif Battle, and he buries another 3. Battle.
And where does that come from? How did you develop that?
Younger child. So I would say I had to.
Like, nobody was giving you anything. I'm just guessing. Like, you tell me more about this, but like you're maybe the youngest or the shortest, and so like you're not getting picked.
Yeah, I
when
wasn't
they're picking
picked.
up teams.
Yeah, I was never picked. In 7th grade, I was probably like 5'7", and then by 8th grade, I was 6'3". So like I was like things kind of switched kind of fast, but still, I was never picked for games or being outside or, you know what I'm saying. And then growing up, I never had my own AAU team. I used to always play older with my brother. My brother's 3 years older than me. So, but every single time I checked in the game, I used to always find a way to score. So it would be like, I don't care how many shots I gotta take. I don't care who's open. Like, I gotta get a bucket. And it was always just to, prove to not only them, but to myself that I belong here. You know what I'm saying? So, and that kind of carried over throughout my whole life. I always play with a chip. Even if people will regard me as, whatever they regard me as, I just always work like I'm the last player on the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you such a good shooter? Obviously, you put a lot of work in. Mm-hmm. Is that just part of it? I mean, or do you have just a natural shot?
I think, yeah. I mean, my grandma kind of like, there would be no basketball, no me without my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she locked me in the gym. She was a janitor to clean schools. So she wanted me to stay busy and not doing the wrong thing. So she she locked me in the gym for like hours while she would clean the school. Like literally couldn't leave. And then she just wrote out basketball just to do something with it. So I used to be in the gym playing. My brother, my cousin, we would like play full court to like 100. And we'll just keep on doing that. And then we'll play horse or whatever the case may be. But we'll be in the gym for like, I'll say like 6-7 hours.
There's like 2 or 3 of you guys? Like
yeah. And she'll just be in the gym just cleaning for hours. Oh yeah, she'll be cleaning the school for hours. And then, you know, at a young age, I noticed like she's working hard, you know what I'm saying? Because being a janitor is no easy. You know what I'm saying? My mom was a waitress. For a major part of my life, my dad was laid off, you know what I'm saying? So like, all I knew was work. And I knew that I had an ability that I can do something with this basketball game. And I wouldn't be nothing without them because they instilled like a hard work ethic in me, you know, to maximize my potential.
5:06 to play in the half. Battle off the inbounds. Corner three, good. Khalif Battle knocks down the three. Hogs have made their last 4.
what kind of work do you put in shooting now?
Now, I mean, we have lift today, so I'll probably get in the gym my own like 2 to 3 times by myself, like hour workouts. Like so yesterday, I worked out for an hour before practice. Got some treatment, make sure my body is feeling, you know, decent enough to, you know, compete. Then got out there 30 minutes before practice, got shots up. Then went through practice. We practice hard. And then get some treatment after that again. And then come back at about 10 o'clock at night in bed, get about another hour of working. Then go home, ice my feet, and then go to sleep. And it's the same thing every day.
You like that?
I love it. I love it because over time, I tell like my little cousin, I tell everybody like, and my little sister too, it's like when you just work like that, I feel like over the time, you just pass a lot of people. I passed a lot of my peers doing that, that were, you know, ranked ahead of me or whatever the case may be. But, you know, honestly, I just want to perfect my craft and, you know, when you work hard, you get good results. So that's what I just try to do.
Do you ever lack confidence?
No. I think doubt should be a made up thing because I mean, no matter what, if you take the last shot or if you take any shot, you know, you're either gonna make it or you miss it. So who cares? You know what I'm saying? If you put the work in, you put so much time in that nobody's perfect. Even Steph Curry, the greatest shooter ever, misses shots. I mean, there's been times last year I think I went like 2 for 15 from 3 and I kept shooting the ball like if people knew how much work I really put in, I think my coaches know that, so they trust that, you know, to score the ball. But at the same time, you got to be confident. You know, I struggle with it. I'm human. Sometimes I don't know if I should, but you gotta just keep going because just like you can miss your first 10, you can make your next 20. So you know, nobody knows. You just got to keep attacking.
Corner, Battle's open, 3-pointer good. That'll bring him out of that zone. Battle's got 11.
I think Billy Donovan said one time that confidence comes from preparation.
Yeah.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, a lot of preparation, a lot of praying. But I wouldn't say I'm anything, you know, without God also. I pray every night, read the Bible, try to, you know, gain as much faith as I can. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's as powerful as God. So without God, I'm nobody anyway. So
it sounds like you've kind of learned to have a solid foundation, like who you are, and then the rest is, you know, you'll live with the results.
Yeah, I'll live with it. Yeah.
All right, before you get out of here, so when your time here being a Razorback's over, how do you hope Razorback fans remember KB's time here?
As an ultimate competitor, somebody who came here and maximized his time, not only on the basketball court but within the community as well. Somebody who can eventually with this team, you know, pass the torch to the next team in good hands. You know, hopefully we create memories where we won a lot of games and hopefully at the end of the season holding a national championship or at least to the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? So if we could do that, I feel like, you know, it was a pretty good season.